The weather is amazing today in Karelia because you know I'm Siberian girl and I adore all these snowfalls, especially in spring. And you? In Karelia you can find not only angry dogs in the yards but also angry gods. Be careful. Russia and Ukraine, you know that our countries are rich with rare earth materials. But what about shungite? Oh my god, real moose meat. I asked for takeaway because we don't have enough time. I will try it in the bus. Real school in this village? Are you kidding? And here we can see the article of our president, Mr. Putin, about special military operation. And even here, in very small, very isolated and remote village, you can see the grave in honor of our soldiers who are fighting against Nazism. Nothing is forgotten, nobody is forgotten. All Russians hate Nazis, and we want to stop it. Stop Nazism in Ukraine.
Маленько совсем осталось людей.
Так как кто-то вот приезжают, там, например, ученые или что-то вот, ну, пускай не ученые, специалисты, они собирают вот эти вот словечки такие вот специальные, специализированные.
Так,
Ну, записывают от вас
Нет,
что-то?
никто не
Никому
приезжал.
ничего не надо?
So, new day, new adventure in Karelia. We're going somewhere very, very far from the capital on the north of Karelia for 2 days, and I'm going to have a breakfast. And do you have any ideas what have I chosen for breakfast? This is small cafe, and menu impressed me really because everything is very local, a lot of fish, and as for me, I prefer this one, mousse with vegetables. I don't want fish in the morning. It's $3 only for 150 grams, and I'm waiting for my dish. Locals call the moose forest cow. Very gentle meat, and it's stewed. It's not fried. Let me think that it's a healthy lifestyle. Rather good. I wish you to try it. Guys, this is the northernmost part of Onezhskoye Lake in Karelia. And right now we're visiting very famous village, Medvezhyegorsk. I know that it sounds a little bit difficult for foreigners, but it's like bare mountains. Why is it so famous? My Russian viewers know exactly, probably, because this is the village of filming the best movie in the world, The Love and the Pigeons, and we are going to visit exactly that house where the main characters lived 40 years ago during the filming. I know this movie since my childhood and I know every corner. Looks amazing, gorgeous nature even in winter. Oh my dear viewers, it is so touching to be here for me because I didn't expect it. It was not included in our excursion program. Yes, 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 my favorite movie since my childhood. I know every word, every expression from this movie. Oh, where is this house? But the village looks like 40 years ago, I think. The same. But the action took place in summertime. It was a little bit different. Yes, some scenes from this amazing movie, and this is the house where the main characters lived, and of course that's after restoring works. It's so great to be in childhood a little bit. Really, it's something extraordinary in my life. Pigeon's cage is there. The love and the pigeons. Okay, let's go further. Do you recognize our famous Soviet car Bukhanka? Angry dog. People live here, so far from civilization. It's really isolated place. It takes 3 hours to get here from Petrozavodsk. 3 hours or more. Wow, railway station of this small town Medvezhyegorsk, historical building. And guys, by the way, this small town, this I would say village, not village, small town, it was the battlefield during the Soviet-Finnish War in 1941. Wow, Finns! Were you fighting together with Nazis against Soviet Union? Is it true? However, Soviet army stopped Finnish troops right here in Medvezhyegorsk. Because we hate Nazis, you know. Amazing coal-fired steam locomotive. Historical as well. Typical Karelian situation. What should we do, guys? Should we wait for a long time? I have no ideas. Снегопад, снегопад, не мети мне на косы. It was very popular Soviet song. It means something like this. Snowfall, snowfall, don't you aim at my pigtails. Sounds a little bit weird. Somebody, please help us. Because we have to follow our timing. We have a great program here, excursion program. This train ruins everything. New village, guys. I hope after my several videos about Karelia, you will be the greatest experts in Karelian villages. The name of this village is Shunga, and actually it stands on the stone shungite or shungite. I don't remember rightly how it sounds in English. So amazing ancient church on top of the hill. This unique stone shungite has so many peculiarities and abilities and I would say skills. I will tell you later about it, okay? Probably you've heard about it. Another big village, Tolvuy. And have you ever heard about the collective farms? They existed in USSR and it was collective farm, very big, and this is the main building, green one. Onega Lake. People say the beaches here are really amazing, more beautiful than in Maldives Islands. I can hardly believe right now, but I have to come here during the summer and check it out. If you want to feel the life of real remote villages, please welcome to Karelia. Finns stayed here in Tolvuy during the Second World War. They occupied Tolvuy and they were ready to occupy Russia together with Hitler. But history doesn't tolerate this subjunctive mood. Oh, have a look at this. All these wooden houses were brought from another villages after the end of the Second World War. We call it Great Patriotic War, and it's true. Very interesting place, and I can't breathe enough this crystal air. It was the dining room of this collective farm in Soviet era. My dear viewers, if you don't know about collective farms, I can tell you that it was their type of doing business, agricultural business, where all people were working together in one collective farm, and there were no owner. So people were not owners of this farm. The state itself was the owner, and people just get some money, salaries. This is the main street, the main avenue, Pushkin Street in Tolvuy, in this small town, not town, but I think it's village, and incredible ancient Orthodox church. Guys, I am totally gobsmacked. You know what's this? This is school. Yes, real school in this village. Amazing. I'm not dreaming. This is school, but it's holiday today, and there are no students. Unexpectedly. This is the history class, guys. And the teacher of history is our guide Toda. This is her class. I am really impressed. It's like a museum. I'm a little bit jealous because I want to study in such class with all natural things and with the samovar of 19th century and Russian traditional stove and all the equipment of previous centuries. What I found out. So 974 inhabitants live in this village Tolvuy, and there are 130 students in this school. That's all. School education is free in Russia, and you see it's dining room, and meal is also free for all students, for all people, for all pupils. Yes. Amazing school for a small village. Yes. And our president again, and the flag of Russian Federation. The class of elementary school. Wow, it's so clean and cozy. Have a look. I know that some of you asked me about schools in Russia, so we have a chance to see it in a small remote village. Chimneys. Different types of chimneys. Chimneys are everywhere. It means that locals heat Russian traditional stoves with logs. I am in absolutely empty village now. Only one woman is living here in winter time. She is a hermit. For sure, in some people will come here, and I see some houses like dachas, but now she's alone. The village looks like this, and I would like to show you this woman, to introduce you this woman, because she's unique. Windy, cold, and empty place. Nobody's here. Only the small, mesmerizing church. I have a great chance to talk to this wonderful, amazing lady living in this wilderness, in this isolated Russian village, Lyudmila. I'm very nice to see you. What would you like to wish to all people in our planet?
Я бы желала всему миру мира
Peace.
между друг другом, потому что все люди там любят друг друга так-то. И все от них, у них, все одно у них. И доброта, и совесть, и простота, и чистота. Только это надо в кучу собрать. А то, что у каждого человека это есть, то я бы и хотела, чтобы люди всего мира дружили друг с другом. Потому что эту часовенку помогали строить люди всего мира. И эта часовенка построена. И эта часовенка построена с Америки. Марина послала деньги на купол. Вот, часовенки.
Да.
Петр Чехотин с Италии послал небо. Лена со Швеции.
То есть часовенка-то международная?
Лена со Швеции послала деньги на престол и жертвенник. И еще деньги послала Елена и Павел с Кёльна. Они сюда приезжали, хотели тут домик построить, мать и сын.
Это прекрасно.
И так они хорошо дружно относятся к часовенке. И почему-то все часовенку очень любят.
Как же это можно не любить?
Как же можно не любить?
Спасибо большое. Конечно. My dear viewers, don't forget to switch on the subtitles, because you see we are talking Russian. Спасибо большое, Людмила. Спасибо. Мы приедем к вам еще.
Приезжайте. Вот я вам сказала, что часовенка построена всем миром. Нам бы век бы не построить. Такие деньги, мысли, вот у нас.
Спасибо. У меня ли нерезное, неприметное оконце занавешено узорами, что вышила сама. Те узоры ярче зорьки, краше утреннего солнца. В них березовая дымка, да онежская волна.
We're going to have a cooking class right now.
План работы такой.
How to bake
сейчас сделаем тесто,
local cookies.
да? Сделаем тесто, вырубим с вами печенье, ну, пряники печенье. Часть уже поставим, мы будем с вами вырубаем, укладываем на противни, как раз уже вы хотите. Если
Sour cream and
соответственно, вы послаще, да,
butter.
можете прям, не бойтесь, 2-3 столовые ложки прям смело.
Then we need sugar, yes. Honestly, as a traveler, I like all this. Though it's dull weather today, But I don't want to live here. I love Moscow. It's true. Guys, I don't know how to count these old villages. This is Velika Guba village. And the only one chain here in this region, Magnit, the chain of grocery stores. And again, old houses and a lot of history. I'm worn out a little bit already, but I will do it for you. You know that all I do for you. This house was built in 16th century and it stands here without any restoring works. I can't even imagine. The house of northern peasant. Nobody lives here now. One more Orthodox church, one more masterpiece of 19th century. Let's see what's inside. This is how the main square of Velika Guba village looks like. Not so solemn, yes. But the main treasure box here on this square is merchant's house. Yes, merchants also lived here. We are not going to visit this merchant's house because now it's not museum, it's neurological hospital. Not for me, thank God. And one more monument to the fallen soldiers during the Great Patriotic War. Sorry, I'm filming from the back because there are no way there in front of this monument because of snow drifts. But you know, my expression, I always say, Russians hate Nazis and Russians hate wars. Oh, my dear friends, I've mentioned before that my country, Russia, is very, very rich. And right now we're having an industrial excursion to the shungite quarry. You know what shungite means? It's a unique mineral. It can be used everywhere in all industries, and it's good for health. It's good for purifying water. And let me show you a little bit. This is the largest active shungite quarry and the largest reserves of shungite in the world, guys. And it's located in Karelia, not far from Onezhskoye Lake. And we have a meeting with the main engineer of this quarry, Yuri, and one of the main abilities of this shungite is the protection from electromagnetic field, electromagnetic study. And you see, shungite and electricity are friends. You know that Russia and Ukraine, our countries are rich with rare earth metals, but nobody knows exactly what shungite is. I think it's unique cosmic material. This is how the quarry looks in springtime in Karelia. Shungite quarry. I'm very happy that I can take one piece of precious shungite with me at home, just to purify water or I don't know what else. Yes, I think this one will be mine.